This is a kneeling band hip external rotation. So I'm gonna show a few reps and then we'll break it down. All right, so what we got here is small movement. I got a band hooked low. I'm kneeling, not right here, that's hip 90 degrees. I want to come out a little bit so my hip is not quite at 90 degrees. If you need something to kneel on, that's just fine. And then I'm going to let the band gently pull my foot towards it, and I'm spinning on my knee here, and then I'm going to pull in just till I'm about even with my other heel, or maybe slightly above it if I'm going to go a little further. So I'm just kind of working this small little motion here. What I'm going for here is there's a deep set of muscles kind of underneath the glute that collectively externally rotate the hip, but they also seat it really nicely in the socket. So often if there's a variety of different pain conditions, hip, low back, SI joint, getting these active can be really helpful. It can be hard to find them when we're standing, and so often we can get them active kneeling or in some other position and then find them again when we're standing. So what's happening, I'll show on this outside leg, the band is pulling me inward and I'm coming through here. A couple keys, I don't want to go too far and kind of side bend the back or almost like wag the tail if I had a tail, because then I'm just moving through here. So if you're limited in range of motion, which often folks that give this drill are, we're just going for a small motion. It might just be 2-3 inches because I'm trying to get zero motion through the low back, zero swaying side to side, maybe a light brace of the core to help avoid low back movement, and I'm just moving in through here. You're not going to feel like a deep isolated burn with this. We want to feel something working generally in this region. I'm going to focus more on where we don't want to feel it, which is crease of the hip, front of the hip, or up here in the lower back, because that means I'm trying to use something else to create this motion. All right, so as I work here, I'm starting to feel something kind of on my working leg in here. Finally, if I bend the knee too much, that might get my hamstring. And actually, if I go too far, I feel my adductor, my inner thigh, start to kick in, probably because my brain's trying to actually move my knee, kind of slide my knee that way. So we're trying to get a pure pivoting motion, no translation of the knee. So I know this is a lot of nuance in the details, but if I've given you this drill, it's probably because we need to dial in those nuances to find this set of muscles, and then we're going to stand up and try to drill where we translate these muscles into a standing position. So give that a go. Should not cause pain, and again, no work here or there, just something back here. Even if it's not too intense, we want to just feel something a little bit in the muscles beneath